Hello guys and welcome to my channel She's Just Trying. Today we're going to be doing another Reddit video and we're going to be covering the subreddit r/Entitledparents. I just wanted to quickly say thank you for 100 subscribers. It means a lot to me. I didn't think we could reach this in like less than a month and we're already on like 108 I think. So this is really amazing for me. Thank you. But let's get on to the content. Entitled Mom Freaks Out at the Pool 3 Separate Times by u/Aleros64. Hi, these aren't all my stories. These are my coworkers' stories. I'm just posting the really funny ones here with their permission. For context, we work at a pool owned by the HOA in our gated community. There are 2 pools and 1 hot tub as well as an inside restaurant thing. We switch between working inside as servers and outside as lifeguards or in the medical room. Most of these stories took place last year or later, so no social distancing. Also, the Karen in these stories are all the same person. This story is from my coworker Mia. At the time of this story, Mia was growing out her hair after she shaved it. She was working in the medical room that day, which is right in the women's and family's bathroom. A younger girl walked into the medical room and asked for a tampon, to which she gave her one, and the girl thanked her and left. Karen, who had been standing outside the door, walked in and began going off at Mia about how inappropriate it was for a boy to be giving young female hygiene products. Mia was confused because, in her words, she had this huge chest. Mia cleared her throat and gestured to her chest, and then Karen turned bright red and walked right out of the room. This is my story. I was working in the restaurant area and I was taking Karen's order when she asked me to take the cheddar out of her mixed cheese mac and cheese. I told her it's a pen-made food item, so I couldn't do that. She looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Well, at least try, okay?" I rolled my eyes and walked into the kitchen and asked them if they had the mixed cheese mac and cheese without the cheddar, and the chef looked at me and said, "No, we have regular mac and cheese." So I went back and asked Karen if she wanted regular mac and cheese, to which she responded by standing up and screaming at me that I must be stupid because she wanted mixed mac and cheese without the cheddar, and if I was trying to kill her because she's allergic to cheddar cheese. Confused, I walked back and told my manager, who looked at me funny and came back to the table with me. Karen yelled at my manager for at least 15 minutes about mac and cheese before my manager just made her mac and cheese with Swiss cheese. The worst part was that she only tipped 25 cents. This is my coworker James' story, and it's honestly my favorite. He was on lifeguard duty that day, and Karen and her 3 kids were at the pool. It was around 12 o'clock, so everyone had mostly cleared out, either leaving or going to the restaurant. James was sitting in the lifeguard chair, eating an apple, and watching Karen's kids swim. Eventually, the kids got to 3 strikes. We have a 3 strikes you're out policy, so you break 3 safety rules and you have to leave. And were asked to leave, to which Karen responded by screaming in James's face for what he said was an hour before taking his apple out of his hands and whipping it at the wall. And James saw an opportunity. He began screaming, "Assault! This woman is assaulting me!" Karen was stopped dead in her tracks and sat on the pool deck, crying that she was being criminalized, till the police came. I don't remember who called the police, but someone did. And he got to watch her get her butt handed to her by the police. She was permanently banned from the pool, and we still see her sometimes in the restaurant. She is the worst human ever. Literal human garbage, and her kids are even worse. So yeah, I'm not going to comment too much on these stories. I'm just like putting out a Reddit video so you guys can stay interested. Obviously horrible, like she's the same as every other Karen we've seen before, though not as bad as some of the more like terrible Karens we've seen. So yeah, on to the next post. A Karen tries to steal one of my dogs when a hero saves the day by u/Richard Keck. My first post got removed for some reason, but here it is again. Backstory. So me and my neighbor have been arguing a lot recently about my car being on my driveway instead of in my garage. She says that it makes the neighborhood look trashy. Now, I have a large family of dogs, and I decided to turn my garage into a workshop so I can make food bowls and dog houses without having to buy them at the store. Here's the story. So yesterday, I was going downstairs to check on the newborn puppy, when I heard the doorbell ring. When I answered, entitled mom, EM, was there with her kind toddler, KT. As soon as I opened the door, KT happily ran inside the moment he saw the puppies. I let him go because I trusted he would just pet them and stuff. We argued a lot about the driveway thing when I lost my temper and screamed at her about the garage being my workshop for the dogs. Now, I've told her this many times before, but that was the first time I lost my cool. We stared at each other for a moment when suddenly a light bulb popped up in my head. She asked with a smug face, "May I use the restroom?" I was mad at her, but it seemed like a reasonable request. I told her where it was and she went down the hall. I went to talk with my girlfriend in the kitchen. We chatted for a while. When I went to check on the dogs, I realized that they were all either barking or uncomfortable. That's when I realized EM had Poppy. I screamed to my girlfriend what was happening, and we both ran outside to see EM getting into her minivan. KT was in the car, probably happily thinking his mommy got him a new puppy. She was trying to start up the car with her door still open. Me and my girlfriend ran as fast as we could to the minivan, but we weren't fast enough. EM already started up the car in time. She took a smug glance at us, which suddenly turned into a look of surprise. I turned around to see Grizzly, the 13-year-old senior, running out the door. Him, being a good old doodle, ran much faster than I could ever dream of, and jumped into the front seat right before EM closed the door. For 20 seconds, all I could hear was bark, bark, bark. EM opened the door with multiple scratches on her face, and kicked Grizzly in the face, when war flashbacks came up as Grizzly as a puppy getting kicked in the face by Karen, and he bit right into EM's ankle. I football tackled Grizzly so he wouldn't do any more damage while my girlfriend got Poppy. In the end, me and my girlfriend had to go to court because EM claimed that an officer that Grizzly attacked her for no reason and wanted him put down. I'll make another post of what happened in court. Send your prayers. Edit. Turns out EM broke 2 bones in her left ankle. Won't help in court, but Grizzly's definitely getting some extra treats. Edit 2. I have 3 witnesses, and one of my cameras shows EM not walking into the restroom. However, our conversation wasn't recorded, so I have to rely on the witnesses and my lawyer. Edit 3. Got camera footage of her car. It shows Grizzly and us chasing her. The angle wasn't good enough for it to see Poppy in her arms, but I think it's good. Edit 4. Just found out that EM is charging all medical fees, $1,200, and that Grizzly gets put down. I have decided to charge $3,000. Edit 5. I've been getting a lot of messages about this post being fake. Come on guys, it's not fake. Stop spamming me. Edit 6. EM decided to make the court sessions earlier than planned. Pretty smart on her side, making the court sessions happen before I get all the evidence. After it's all over, I'll make another post saying what happened. Yeah, so that post was really horrible. I love dogs a lot and I just can't understand why people would just go and steal dogs. But yeah, at least you got the dog back and I'm sure the court case will go in your favor. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching that video. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future updates. I'm Hearts. I'm just trying. Stay safe and bye.